In this video, I will show you how you can use your knowledge of transformation to sketch graphs. So for example, if I were to ask you to sketch this graph here, y equals, let's say, x minus 3 squared minus 5. How would you go about sketching this graph here? Okay, so you can use your knowledge of transformation to do this. So we are trying to sketch this graph here. Okay, which by the way happens to be this purple line here, but imagine you didn't know that. Okay, so what you do is you start off with visualizing y equals x squared. Okay, so hang on, bear with me. So here we are trying to sketch this graph here, y equals x minus 3 squared, x minus 3 bracket and then squared, bracket, squared, minus 5. This is what we're trying to sketch. Okay, but what we do is we start off with f of x. Let's say f of x is defined as x squared. So this is your y equals x. This is like, in a way, y equals x squared. Okay, and then if you look at this here, this bit here, well, you can imagine at the moment we've got this. We've got f of x is something squared. Now remember when we have if you have f of x minus 3, you shift everything across. So for example, looking at this reference point here, okay, when you have f bracket x minus 3, you are in effect moving this across by 3, okay, and then later on we can move it down by 5, and then that will take us to our answer. So if you're asked to sketch this, hang on, if you're asked to sketch this here, visualize it as well. Start off with your y equals x squared, and then translate it across by 3. So in effect you're actually doing this now. So at the moment you've got f of x equals x squared. But if you want to know f of, let's say, x minus 3, so in effect it's you putting this thing into the bubble here. So it's like you doing this. Hang on, something squared, okay, but you are putting x minus 3 into the bubble, so it's really this. Okay, so this it's well, that's like us being in this position right there. Hang on. So we started off with this. We started off with y equals x squared, and by us doing f of x minus 3, we are shifting it across by 3. Okay, so in this position here, it's hang on, it's this whole thing here. This whole thing here represents this situation here, but now we've got to move it down by 5. So moving it down by 5, we are in effect doing this: x minus 3 and then minus 5. So that means what we've got here is this. At the moment we've got a bubble here, squared, and we've got this, and then we've got a minus 5 here. So in effect we are moving it. If you look at this, what's happening is this bit here is saying move it to the right by 3, and this bit here is saying move it down by 5. Okay, so yeah, so you if you're asked to find y equals x minus 3 squared minus 5 here, you can start off with y equals x squared. So you visualize this as being inside a bubble here, and then by looking at this, you can see it's a translation of 3 to the right, and then by looking at this here, you can see it's moving it down by 5. So it's in effect you doing this. You start off with this here. You start off with this, translate it. You translate it by 3 here. That's this bit here, and then move it down by 5. So your graph will look like this. Okay.